to just take this time to thank everybody who made the trip down here. We have people from across the nation, Florida, Ohio, Colorado, Kansas City, Massachusetts, Michigan, New York, and all around the great state of Texas. So, San Antonio, guys, St. Maryland. And so, I just really want to thank you here. I don't think tonight would have been done without the absolute graciousness of Homer and Debbie Patillo. It's been such an amazing night so far. So many amazing things have happened for everybody to come for my best man speech. The little thing before was great too. So ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt Krzyzewski. I am Brad's oldest brother. I am the best man reception edition. So we all had Ben Krzyzewski, the baby brother. It was the wedding edition. This is the first Krzyzewski brother wedding. And if you don't know Ben and I yet, this is the first of 8 Krzyzewski brother weddings. But there's only 3 of them. So, you know what, full disclosure, I'm a very reactive person. I'm a very emotional guy. Whatever the situation is, I probably let the emotions get the best of me, and Brad knows this. One example is that when Emily was graduating from SMU, I was attending, and Brad calls me on the phone a few hours before, and he asked me, he's like, hey man, can you do me a favor? I was like, absolutely. Hey, when Emily walks the stage, please just clap. Don't make any loud gestures or noises or anything. Now, I was gonna tell him, I am, man, just let me be me. How dare you cage the beast? That is which my excitement. But I held back because I was thinking to myself, he's probably gonna marry her. And he's probably gonna ask me to be the best man. And I'll probably give the speech so I can call him out on it. Look where we are today! So, I just want to let you know my relationship with Brad. We met in the 80s. When Harry Met Sally came out, 3 days later, Matt met Brad. And instantly when he came to the condo in Massachusetts, I felt my space was invaded. The Krzyzewski name was growing, but my space was being threatened. So I had to welcome him the proper way into the world. So I grabbed shoes. They were probably Jake's. Knowing that they're Jake's, they're probably New Balances. And I threw it at baby Brad. Both times. Now, because of my awesome inaccuracy, I missed both times. I didn't want to hurt him. I just wanted to scare him. And so there lies the journey as we had with brothers. Ben was along too. And throughout the 27 years, I collected embarrassing facts and stories that he probably doesn't want to share with you ever. And this being his big day, who cares? So one thing about Brad is that he was part of this young Native American tribe thing. You know what that was called? Yeah. It's kind of like Boy Scouts, but they do Native American stuff, and it's something you don't admit on a college resume. But one of the perks is that you got to choose your own Indian name, which was cool. So you had a plethora of options. Big Buffalo, Soaring Eagle, Mighty Wolf, Brad's Choice. And you get this on a t-shirt, Running Deer. I had to break it to you. Deer don't run, they prance. That's a sick burn, You're killing it, this man's speech, that's a killing. So one Halloween, Running Deer, Brad's costume idea for Halloween was that he wanted to be St. Michael, which was a good idea on paper, but the outcome was very interesting. You don't know this, but there's not a market for young boy angel costumes. But Running Deer was determined. He took the ladder, and I gotta tell you, man, compliment, you were the prettiest St. Michael ever. Man, he had a halo on his head that glistened from across the street. And the wings, I swear I could remember, I think they may have glitter on it. So, he had a sword, he had a shield. badass pixie. Fast forward down the road, Brad met Emily, and I mean, they clicked like that. And first day I met Emily was a unique one because it was at The Den, which, yes, we have some giggles. The Den is an uptown, and it's a bar, it's a nightclub, and it's a dance club where I shred my dance moves on a legendary basis, which I will prove to you tonight. So really, I walked off the dance floor, and Running Deer is like, hey man, this is my girlfriend Emily. And I just shook her hand, and I just walked by, because I was in the zone, for one thing. You know, I came to love and adore Emily, absolutely down the road, who I gotta say, you absolutely look stunning tonight. Absolutely. You found a way to make me the second best looking person in the room. So, yeah. But you know what? I was staring at a computer for about 10 hard minutes, and I was really trying to find out what kind of a guy Brad is, and I couldn't find the words to describe Brad, probably because he's that bland. But no, in those 10 minutes, it actually hit me the kind of person you are. We have experienced the most joyous and the most challenging time as a family. And I think that I can't think of two better people to get us through those times than our parents, Jake and Deborah. They brought us up with the utmost of love, and they challenged us to be the best people we are, and they're there for us at times when we don't even need them. And, but I want to tell you, Brad, tonight that,
dig. Love you.
I want to tell you, Brad, tonight that you are the absolute best part of what Mom and Dad are. You know how to get yourself out of the roughest of patches. You see a goal and you charge at it, man. 1,000,000 miles an hour, and you don't stop until you get it. And you show everybody the purest of love to people you know and to complete strangers. It is always an absolute joy to have you knock on my door. And it's the most grander joy to call you my brother. Everybody in this room are the luckiest people in the world because they can call you family or friend. And I get to call you both. And it's no shock at all that a man of your character was able to find a woman like Emily. And I really mean it, you are as elegant as a person as you look tonight. You've become one of the brightest stars in our family's galaxy. We have grown to absolutely love the Portillo family. And man, we can't wait for the memories we're gonna share down the road. Now I have to wrap this up and I have to give a toast. But if we're gonna do it, we have to do it right. Now, Brad is into the most epic of things. And I'm talking courageous Vikings, noble knights, fierce dragons, mystic wizards, Lord of the Rings. Man, he loves Lord of the Rings so much, man. This kid read the books as a kid. He nerded out when the movies came out. So if we're gonna toast, I want to toast with your wedding gift tonight. I got you a sword. This is not just any sword. This is Aragorn's sword from Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. This is Andriel, Flame of the West, forged by the shards of Narsil. But tonight, this specific sword, this is the sword of love. I got this thing for two reasons. One, I want you desperately to hang this on your wall so when you give house tours to your friend Emily and they're like, what is that? And you're like, oh, it's the sword of love. It's inspired by Aragorn's sword, Andriel, Flame of the West. It's forged by the shards of Narsil, the everlasting embrace of the two my love will be broken out. Number two. Number two is in the book of Lord of the Rings, Anduril was once a broken sword. It was used in the Battle of Mordor when men and elves and dwarves combined to battle the evil forces of Mordor. And King Isildur picked up his father's broken sword, and he slayed the evil King Sauron. And it laid to rest in pieces in Rivendell, never to think that it would be pieced back together again. But because of love between Aragorn and the elf princess Arwen, Lord Elrond of Rivendell gathered his elven smiths to forge the sword once again, and to give to Aragorn to battle the evil forces of Mordor and take back the kingdom of Gondor. So, Brad and Emily were once separated pieces, and now they are together to form the greatest weapon in all Middle-earth. Now I know you're ready to get epic tonight. And I know you're ready to fill these courses of golf under a full moon tonight. And with shouts of cheers and joy for this noble union. So I ask you people of Earth to grab your glasses, by your sword hand, and lift them up to the gods of love for this newly wedded couple. May they have valiant victories in the name of their families. May they champion every battle and peace they face. And may they bring forth and continue the Krzyzewski name with the most valiant of children. To Brad and